Business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
Well, good morning to ya.
And to you.
It's October 2nd.
What?
So do you know what that means?
Pumpkin pie is right around the corner.
No, it's the 2nd. It's Back It Up Day.
Back it up.
Back up all of your data, software, hardware, everything that you find. Valuable pictures, files, I don't know.
Back everything up.
Back it up.
Right.
Always brought to you by C2 Computer Consulting, c2cc.net.
Yeah, this is an important message, because you never...
Public service announcement.
You never know when something like an entire cup of water might pour into the back end of your computer, like happened to me.
Yeah, and accidents happen and bad things happen to computers.
Right.
We kind of run the tires off of them if they had tires.
Yes.
And there's a lot of data on there that if we didn't back it up. And so if you do have a backup process that you use, today is a good day to test it and just put on the calendar on the 2nd of every month to make sure everything is backed up and everything is and all your backups are tested. And if you
that's another important thing.
Have any questions about that, call C2. You can find them online at c2cc.net, phone number 303-933-1113.
You know that Charles Darwin guy?
Yeah, I just had dinner with him last night.
Nay, you did not. I'm throwing the flag on that one. Chuck, as his friends like to call him. Up, Chuck. What's up, Chuck?
Yeah, I think people who they have nicknames for you too. Would you like to know?
Charles Darwin once ate roast armadillo and said that he preferred it to duck. Now,
it tastes like chicken.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Armadillos are kind of like the modern equivalent to dinosaur kind of things. You ever seen an armadillo? I just got back from Texas where they're like pets.
You can actually see them.
Oh, yeah.
You saw an armadillo?
Many times.
Do you ever think you wanted to just barbecue it and eat it?
No. How do you get in? It's a shell. It's like a roly-poly.
Well, I imagine it's like a lobster or a crab, You just get your little crab cutters out. And
it might be.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Might be the seafood of the desert.
Maybe it is.
All right, well,
let's
talk. Find the thread here.
Okay.
Chuck or Charles Darwin, his tortoise, Harriet, the one that he wrote about in The Origin of the Species, died in 2006 at the age of 176 years old. You checked his license.
Oh, his driver's license? Yeah, what address do you have on there?
That's a good question, isn't it? And then finally, the dinosaur noises in Jurassic Park, the ones.
Right. Yeah, cool
Actually,
movie.
That's kind of
right.
like Chewbacca. The dinosaur noises, they were made using recordings of tortoises engaging in.
No, they weren't.
Yes.
No, they weren't.
Yes.
The dinosaur sounds in Jurassic Park, loud and all of that, are actually
tortoises making little tortoises.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know turtles made even.
Well, of course they make little tortoises.
Not noises, but noises and sounds.
Oh, they're screamers. They are screamers. No, not turtles. Tortoises.
Oh, tortoises.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yes.
No, it can't be true.
You may check the veracity of this and every other fact that comes out of my mouth on the website qi.com. I got it from the book 1339 Quite Interesting Facts to make your jaw drop and to make you go back and watch Jurassic Park.
now you're going to listen to it. Listen to it with a whole new, new information. No, thank you. There are just some things, we always say you can never unsee it.
Roar!
You can never unhear it, never unknow it now.
Tortoises.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't. All right. Well, there you have it.
Check it at qi.com, qi.com.
Check out the facts and back up
Please back up
and do what you got to do.
So, let's close this. We'll bookend, if you will. We'll close this segment on the urgency in my voice for backing up. Something bad happened to me this week.
This week?
Yeah.
What happened?
I deleted something that was very important.
Oh, that's right, you did.
And listen, we back up, but the closest backup that we have is 3 weeks old. And I just encourage you, and we talk about it on the
we
second
do
of
talk
every
about
month.
it. Chris Kaiser says, when we talk about how often should we back up, and we only, we tell people to back up on the second, which is once a month.
Right.
And he says you should back up as often as you're changing the information.
Okay.
So if you're changing it daily,
we're going to back up daily, and from this point forward, because I deleted something very, very important, something that had put in hundreds of hours, and all of it gone. Now the good news is we did have a backup from 3 weeks ago, and so we didn't start completely over. But this is an important message, folks. Don't just keep driving and saying, yeah, I know I should do that, and do nothing. Actually make a decision that on the second of every month, you're going to consciously hook up an external drive or send it to the cloud. There are so many services out there. And again, if you have questions, c2cc.net, C-Squared Computer Consulting can answer those questions for you. So very, very important. Got a great show for you today.
Always super duper fun, enlightening, empowering, positive business talk. Going to help you just make a difference in what you do every day.
You see the weather coming in? Could be a tornado. We're going to Oz next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You've done it yourself. You've put in a few keywords to search for something, and what comes up is nothing like what you're looking for. Thousands of responses, but nothing close to what you need. You try again, frustrated. You finally find it buried deep within the walls of the internet. Don't do that to your potential customers. Make it easy. Make it Colorado SEO easy. Colorado SEO optimizes your keywords so customers can find you quickly. Optimize your website by contacting Colorado SEO. Search engine optimization the way you hoped it would be. ColoradoSEO.com. That's ColoradoSEO.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Back it up. Back it up. C-Squared Computer Consulting wants to remind you to back up your data on the second of every month. Computer Consulting until it's an emergency. Call 303-933-1113 today to set up auto checks, backups, and a lot more. Hire C-Squared to be your IT department. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113. Online, find them at c2cc.net. Back it up.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Hey, do you remember The Wizard of Oz? The very first ever color television show?
My son was just in the play, The Wizard of Oz. He got to play the Scarecrow. And one of the things that we learned, because they took the book and turned it into a play, but in the book, the slippers were silver. But because it was the first Technicolor movie, they made the slippers ruby red.
Do you know who my favorite character was?
I don't.
You'll never guess.
The winged monkey.
Oh, well, that's a very good guess.
Yes.
But no, it was Toto.
Was it Toto?
You know that cute little Karen Terrier, little
he was pretty cute.
Yeah.
He was pretty darling. When we think about leadership and lessons we could learn from the land of Oz, we're going to learn it from Toto's perspective. Our next guest is Dr. Kevin Fickenscher. He's a physician and noted leadership expert, and he's telling the story of leadership through the voice and eyes of Toto. The book is called Toto's Reflection. Kevin, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks, Angela. Very good to be here.
Kevin, I love the idea of taking a leadership perspective through the eyes of a Karen Terrier, though what a small hero for our story. What made you decide to go through Toto's eyes?
Well, first of all, you were talking about the story of Oz. It is considered to be the most favorite movie of all time, of all movies that have been created so far. And so it's because of that. It's a story that all of us know. When you were talking about going from black and white to color, I remember that very distinctly when I was a kid growing up, how when we had black and white TV, and then we had a color TV, and the next year at Thanksgiving, because it always came on at Thanksgiving, I'll never forget when it was suddenly color. It's like, wow, that's something else. But why Toto? Toto, if you think about it, was the only character in the entire story that listened all the time. And one of the most important things for leaders to do is to listen, and to listen very carefully. And also, as you think about it, Toto was also one of the very few characters, aside from Dorothy, that was in every scene, was in all parts of the show and the movie and the book. So Toto was ever present, even when he wasn't barking, even when he wasn't sort of dominating, when he was just sort of participating and listening. He was very careful. He was there. That's what leaders need to do.
I agree completely. And when he barked, boy, he meant it. That witch was around.
That's exactly right. When he barked and he said something, boy, people listened,
When we think about the characters from The Wizard of Oz, of course, we've got the Scarecrow, Tin Man Lion, the Wicked Witch, and there's some very strong characters, or very out, kind of in-your-face characters. Toto is kind of behind the scenes. You said he's in every scene and he was always there, but I don't think we often think of Toto as, as having these qualities of he's not really who we think of first, I guess, when we think of Wizard of Oz. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. But he's sort of throughout the entire show and the story. I think one of the most poignant parts of the movie is when Miss Gulch comes to the farm and takes Toto away and puts it into a basket and puts it on her bicycle, and she, rides away. And all of a sudden, we see Toto stick his head up and look out, and that's where the notion of unleaping comes from. Because it was at that point that he made that decision that he had to take a leap. And you know what? in leadership, it's really important for leaders to occasionally take a leap. And Toto really exemplifies that. I think there are so many aspects of the story, but it's not just Toto. I mean, the Munchkins are really important. And I think one of the lessons that Toto describes is that, they're not really little people. They're really just characters that are really, really important. And if you want to be an effective leader, you got to listen to folks that are around you.
You see that, Angel?
I'm sorry?
Well, I was just telling Angel that, be encouraged. They're not really little people.
Yeah,
They're very, very important.
Dr. Fickenscher, you should know that Eric stands about 14 inches taller than I do.
I see.
Now, our guest is Dr. Kevin Fickenscher, and now the book, The Leadership Lessons from the Wizard of Oz, or Toto's Reflections, I'm sorry, is the name of the book. You also, through the book, talk about the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion, and the symbols of the core attributes of a successful leader. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I love it. So it's important to have those brains, but thought, reflection, those things also very important. What's one more thing that we need to know about this book before we have to let you go?
Well, I mean, thought and heart and courage, those are all important attributes. But, putting those all together, they really represent a three-legged stool, and collaboration is a very, very important part. And I think finally, at the end of it all, persistence. I mean, one of the things that is sort of clear throughout the entire story is that leadership is about persisting in the face of many, many obstacles. And through persistence, by keeping focused, you can make a difference. And at the end of the day, when all is said and done, it's all about making a difference.
Well said.
Absolutely. Well, we all know that Wizard of Oz has made a difference in all of our lives. We've all seen it dozens of times as we were growing up. And so now to look at it through the eyes, now where we are in business and in leadership, it's just a fun little twist. The book is called Toto's Reflections, written by Dr. Kevin Fickenscher. Where do we get a copy?
You can get it on Amazon or Outskirts.com.
Amazon or Outskirts.com. Fantastic. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. A real pleasure to be here.
Right back at you. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. Business tips and insights. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out extremerelationshipmanagement.com for their next event. extremerelationshipmanagement.com.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along. Time for business tips and insights, and it's Thursday.
Would you look at your calendar?
I had to think about it for a minute.
It's like it's Thursday.
It's not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It is, and every Thursday you get to hear from Tony Rayburn from Extreme Relationship Management. Hi, Tony.
Hello, team. How are you guys?
Tony, we're doing fantastic. Thank you for calling in today. What is our business tip from Extreme Relationship Management?
Funny you should mention calendar, because today we're going to talk about networking law number 105, and that's to have your calendar handy.
I like that. I like that a lot. I always have my calendar handy, Tony.
Exactly, because when you're at a networking event, you're talking to somebody, and they say, can you meet next Tuesday? Well, you don't have to try to memorize your calendar in order to answer that. You just need to have your calendar with you. And it doesn't matter if you use electronic or paper. You just need to have that calendar with you so you can be ready to make that next appointment. And let's think about this, Angel. Why is that so important?
Well, because right then and there, otherwise you leave the meeting, you're going to follow up, you're going to, and then you forget, and it's just, I don't know, it's time efficient.
Exactly. It's going to take more time to try to schedule the meeting if you wait till another day than it is to do it in 90 seconds right then and there.
Hold on, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Tony, you know that I love you.
Yeah, this actually happened yesterday. Eric's got somebody on the phone, and he's like, why don't I send you the email, and then you can do the email back. Like, we can just do it right now.
Hold everything, and I'm taking creative license here, give you an extra minute to talk about what you do here, Tony, but I will jump on the other side of the fence here and say perhaps it is better, more strategic, to not have your calendar, because every so often you find that person who wants to have a meeting with you, and rather than being able to say, hold on, let me check my calendar, and pulling it out, there's a strategic advantage to saying, I have to check the master calendar.
Okay, but you don't have to pull out your calendar just because you have it, right, Tony?
Well, that's right. Here's one thing, a tool you can use when you're in those situations, because Eric's exactly right. You've got times when somebody who you do not want to meet with wants some of your time. And what you do is you simply designate. As a matter of fact, 2 people I know that wrote a wonderful book called This to Save My Business have a suggestion for that exact thing. It's called the Non-Dinner Dinner Party. And what you do is you dedicate a time somewhere in the next 10 days, a couple free a month, where you have an hour set aside that you book those people into that you don't want to have a one-on-one with. Instead, we're going to do a 4-on-1, a 5-on-1.
So, Tony, I got a group party going on here, group meeting next Thursday at 6 p.m. You want to come join?
There you go. Exactly right.
All right. It makes sense to have a calendar, and you're absolutely right. And I think I like Angel's answer as well. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have to pull it out.
Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to set a meeting with somebody you don't want to. But in most cases, in the majority of cases, the people that you're meeting at the networking events are the people you do want to connect with outside of, because you can't have some of those quality conversations in that setting.
Right. And so if you have your calendar handy, the people you do want to, you have to be good. You have to develop the art of saying no. You can't say yes to everything, to everyone. So having your calendar, you can put it off until 2 weeks from now, kind of thing. You can say, this next couple of weeks is booked for me. Let's touch base via email next week. But for the ones you want to schedule with, pull that calendar out, have it handy, get that schedule set right then and there. Don't add it to your to-do list. It'll take you longer to put it on your to-do list than to just make the appointment right there.
That makes sense.
That's good. Good tip. Networking law number,
105.
lots of them you can get from Tony Rayburn from Extreme Relationship Management. We're going to compile them all into a book, aren't we, Tony?
There you go.
Or at least
doing that.
into a blog or something where we can go back and get them all in one place. But you can hear them every single week here on the Experience Pros radio show. Tony, we know that our listeners, they're still a little bit on the fence. Should I sign up for that next ERM event? And the answer is yes. How do they do that?
They can sign up at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they're welcome to call us nationwide toll-free at 855 I like ERM.
855 I like ERM. We both do. Tony, thanks for the call. We love having you call in every week.
You bet. Have a great day, team.
You betcha. Now we're going to go over to Chris Kaiser, C-Square Computer Consulting, who reminds us every second of the month
to back it up. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy?
Sorry, I was getting in touch with my bad self over here.
I know you've got a really fun song, a really fun video. Have you posted? You should post that today.
Okay. I like that. I'm making myself a note, and I'm using OneNote. That's what I wanted to talk about today.
What's a OneNote?
It's OneNote.
OneNote. And one of the things I think is how you measure if technology is any good is how good is it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my favorite wineries up in Palisades, their thing was, you know how to tell a really good wine?
Because the bottle is empty.
Because you like it.
It's the wine that you like.
Right.
Forget the snobbery. So, my take is same on technology. I just started using OneNote a lot. So it's Microsoft OneNote. It's a program that's available on multiple platforms. I've got it on my phone. I've got it on my laptop. I've got it on my desktop. Again, very much, if anyone's familiar with Evernote, I've used Evernote in the past. Love it. But I'm starting to use OneNote, the same kind of concept. I took my laptop out yesterday, met with a prospect, sat down, took all kinds of notes, typed it up. I didn't have to transcribe anything from paper. I came back to the office. Everything is there in the same OneNote. It allows me to kind of just grab that information. You can do all kinds of information, drawings, pictures, images. It's very versatile in what it does. But, to me, it's just the fact that I've got this tool. I can pull up something on my phone. Last parent-teacher conferences, I didn't have to print out a schedule and walk around. I just pulled up my phone, had the schedule, teachers, all the information readily available. And, to me, that is very powerful for me. It's more effective. I don't have to worry about finding something. I know where to locate it. And that, to me, is huge.
You know what? Okay. So, Chris, I get very attached to. So if I've got Evernote already on my phone and I've kind of been using it, I can't say I've fallen in love with it, but I've got it. But letting go and getting a new one.
Just separation issues.
I do. I do have issues.
Back to point one. If it works, use it. If you're not finding limitations with Evernote, use it. It's a great program. It's a great tool. Maybe some people aren't aware of, Evernote or OneNote, and it's something I think it's worth looking into. So I don't think you have to jump, around in technologies unless you find something limiting. For example, if you wanted to do a drawing, or, if you had a tablet and you wanted to write something on it and then capture that. If there was something limiting with that one Evernote, then that's the point where you kind of start looking, okay, this does about, 7 out of 10 things I like. This one does 8 or 9. Then it's maybe worth,
Oh, but I like the look of this one.
Oh, she's shopping already, Chris. Hey, Chris, here's something you talk about. If you like it, use it. If it's working for you, use it.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that we've known for 5 years on this broadcast is consistently C-Squared Computer Consulting is good. It works, and everybody loves it. So tell us where we can find out more information, please.
Yeah, you can find us at, you can give us a call at 303-933-1113. You can find us on the web, c2cc.net, or check us out. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/C2IT.
Well, you are fantastic, and we love that you sponsor the second of every month is Back It Up Day as well. Chris, thanks so much for the call.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
You betcha, folks. When we come back, you are beautiful. You know it. Let's get your confidence on. We've got the expert coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Gain your own insight into the leading cause of divorce, money. Pick up your copy of Couples Money at couplesmoney.com and discover you're not alone in your financial struggles. Couples Money is written by a married couple in the financial industry, Chris and Marlo Felton. They share their personal story of financial transformation and insights they've gained from working with thousands of couples. Couples Money, what every couple should know about money and relationships, is available at Amazon or at couplesmoney.com. Get on the same page with your spouse with easy-to-follow concepts and action steps proven to work. Couples Money at couplesmoney.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Until now, when you were having trouble sleeping, the only place for you to turn to was your doctor. But the new sleep store, Somnia, has sleep experts on hand ready to answer your questions, assess whether or not you have sleep apnea, and even dentists to help create appliances for snoring. Everything you need to get a better night's sleep in one place. Mattresses, sheets, aromatherapy. If it helps you sleep, Somnia has it. The grand opening inside Park Meadows Mall is November 1st, and Experience Pros listeners get a sneak peek on October 30th at 10 a.m. Join us for the soft opening of Somnia on October 30th inside Park Meadows Mall. Somnia, helping you get a better night's sleep every night.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
It is a beautiful life. You are beautiful. You have a beautiful and confident new business. And that should be your mantra every day you wake up.
You know what, but when you think about, women and how they think about happiness and beauty and what fulfillment means, you ask 20 different women, you're going to get 21 different answers. Well, we have our beauty confidence guru, Charlotte Howard. She wrote the book, Success in Beauty, The Secrets to Effortless Fulfillment and Happiness. She actually interviewed many different women and we all have a different story, but at the end of the day, there is happiness and fulfillment in what we do. Charlotte, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, very nice to have you, Charlotte. Now, let's start here. Why do you think people in general, women specifically, because that's your area of emphasis, struggle with creating this confident, successful new business? What's really at the heart of that?
Well, as you know, we are all human and we have feelings, but I think most women, including men, they are afraid of not succeeding, and they are also afraid of what other people will say when they don't succeed.
Oh, absolutely. We always have those people around us who we think, we should, and we kind of follow the path that somebody else thinks we should be following. Now, Charlotte, I think also we kind of have those outward voices, but we also have like this. My girlfriend calls it the mean girl that lives inside of our head as well. Do you have the mean girl in your head too?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Charlotte.
Why do we listen to her? Right? She's wrong.
That's right.
So, Charlotte, let me ask you this. You've got the mean girl. We all have the mean girl in our heads, and some of us have more mean girls in our heads than others. But you mentioned fear being the limiting factor. Here at Experienced Pros, we've always said, if fear is the only thing holding you back, proceed with reckless abandon. No one is perfect. People fail, and we learn by failing. So how do you communicate this to the people that you speak to?
Well, that's a great question. The biggest thing that I would have to say when it comes to, getting over the fears, the best way to get over anything is to face it. So we all know that, we may have, be afraid of moving forward with starting a new business or taking on a new task. But the only way to really, get over that fear is to really face it dead on.
Absolutely. Now, Charlotte, you wrote the book, Success in Beauty. You actually interviewed 20 women. What was there like a favorite story in there that just captivated you?
Well, actually, it's 19 other women, but my story is that I'm actually number 20. And, we pretty much, I've interviewed them, but at the same time, they've actually written their words themselves. And then, of course, my team, makes it, more appealing to speak more to their words. Because a lot of people, they are not familiar with how to write. And so we wanted to make it easy for those who are not familiar with writing to not be afraid of, getting their message out, really sharing more about, fulfillment and happiness. And these are real life stories, of course, that have happened. And so that, it really makes it a lot unique that way when it's real.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. Okay, so give us a tip today on how we can create a little bit more confidence and success in our business.
Sure. Well, I would have to say some tips would be, of course, knowing your strengths and your weakness. If you know that you're good at something, it's time to begin leveraging those skills and those talents because it'll definitely make you feel more confident if you're good at something. And no one can tell you that, you're not good at it, because you know that you're good at it, because you are the expert, and no one can tell you anything, because that's your expertise.
Sure.
And,
it's your story.
Also,
be good at what you do. You be you. Right.
Absolutely.
All right. So
And,
go ahead.
You're passionate too. When you're passionate about what you're doing, no one can take that away as well.
I appreciate that. The book is called Success in Beauty, The Secrets to Effortless Fulfillment and Happiness. It's a must read for every woman striving to achieve fulfillment and happiness in their personal and career lives. Charlotte, where do we get a copy of this book?
It's going to actually be available on Amazon October 24th.
All right. So Amazon.com on October 24th. And is there a place where we can contact you if we'd like to follow up?
Oh, absolutely. It's www.successinbeauty.net. And you can also call my cell, which is 803-414-2117.
Fantastic. That's Charlotte Howard, successinbeauty.net. Charlotte, thanks for the call. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Good stuff, folks. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You can forget about having insomnia now that Somnia, the new sleep store opening in Park Meadows Mall, is coming. Somnia. Picture yourself finally getting a good night's sleep. Sheets, humidifiers, aromatherapy, and sleep experts to help you with your sleep apnea and snoring. The grand opening is November 1st, but Experience Pros listeners are invited to the soft opening on October 30th at 10 a.m. Somnia. Sleep better every night in your new sleep sanctuary.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Gain your own insight into the leading cause of divorce, money. Pick up your copy of Couples Money at couplesmoney.com and discover you're not alone in your financial struggles. Couples Money is written by a married couple in the financial industry, Chris and Marlo Felton. They share their personal story of financial transformation and insights they've gained from working with thousands of couples. Couples Money, what every couple should know about money and relationships, is available at Amazon or at couplesmoney.com. Get on the same page with your spouse with easy-to-follow concepts and action steps proven to work. Couples Money at couplesmoney.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I remember the moment. I'll never forget that moment. As long as I live.
That moment, we arrived in the scene.
The storm had nearly destroyed the area.
This was our own community. Friends, family, people we grew up with, went to school with. We were there to help.
Several of us were working to rescue a family. They made it down to the storm cellar, but the house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had chainsaws going, and we had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out. We helped a lot of people out.
It felt good to know I could really make a difference.
Right here, close to home, in my state.
It was one of those life-changing moments where I realized I am making a difference in these people's lives and mine. I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
You can serve part-time and be there the moment your community needs you. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard, aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Time keeps on slipping into the future.
You know, you and Charlie, you like to gang up on me a little bit.
Is that the way you see it?
I kind of do, and you'll understand, folks.
You throw these little zingers out there, these comments, these phrases.
There have been no zingers today.
And when we react to them or draw attention to them, then you get mad at us. You're like,
No,
I'm not saying that. I'm like, you totally said that.
There have been no zingers today. I don't even know what you're talking about. But you apparently have found an article, and Charlie has jumped on the bandwagon, and with his music, time keeps on slipping.
What's the matter? Are you wasting time? You feel a little pressure?
I know you feel like I am.
You're not the most effective time user?
Well, let's see if I am or if I am not.
All right. Well, the thing is, we all have same clock. We're all running on
24 hours.
It's the one consistency for all of us. We might not have the same background, the same bank balance, but we all or drive the same cars, have the same
boots.
jobs,
I don't have those boots
or anything. But one thing we all share in common is the exact same amount of time. And yet some people say they're super productive, they get so much done, they're running circles around others. And then there's all these other people
pretty much run circles around me,
saying, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
I don't say that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You tell me when I get a little flustered with the whole time thing. Angel?
Time is what you make it.
I hate it when he says that to me.
Because it's always right.
And it's true. Time is what you make it. But there are some things that we do every day.
Yeah.
That actually are time wasters, but we've convinced ourselves that we're being very effective when we do them.
All right, let's see what you got. Name one.
All right. Constantly checking your email.
That's in the name of business. I'm trying to make sure that nobody gets no delays in the reply.
You think, okay, because it's coming in and it's constantly coming in. I got the little alert that comes across, or the ding on my computer, or the ding on my phone. By constantly shifting your focus, you're wasting time because you were doing something, right? You were doing something when that email came in. So you paused what you were doing, saw the email. Now here's the thing: when you're doing it, what are you doing?
I'm looking for an email.
I see that.
Yeah.
When you do it on your phone, you notice the email on your phone, but you're actually not being very effective at all because you're not responding to it. You're not doing anything.
Well, I might respond to it. It depends on whether your email has any value or not. But I got a reply here. It says, thanks so much for your email. I'll get back to you in 2 to 3 business days, sometimes sooner. I'll check my email every 2 hours when I'm in the office. And if you have not received a reply within 2 days, kindly send me a reminder.
Thank you for your very kind autoresponder.
I check my email every moment because I want people never to get an email like that.
2 hours, but I'm only going to get back to you in 2 to 3
And if I don't,
days. Now, here's the thing: is if you are constantly checking your email, you are distracting yourself from the activity that you were doing. So quit the habit and just check your email at certain times in a lump when you can actually sit down and respond to them.
What would you recommend me doing beyond that? Should I just pick up the phone and call them?
Well,
you think that would be more efficient?
Sometimes those emails that go back and forth and could does it take a 20-minute? I've seen some of the little texts. So Eric showed me, I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Well, if you're going to do that, let's just draw attention to the word textus.
Okay. So Eric had an email. Somebody asked him for his address via text.
Yeah.
Eric went back and forth with this guy. 3, 4, 5.
It came in at 10 p.m. He didn't identify himself.
Well, then the second email you got who it was. I saw the thread. You didn't ever give him your address.
I don't care to go to his dumb little party, and the reason is he sat there and said, well, this will be the last time.
No.
Asking for is your bleeping email.
So you guys went back and forth. We do a 20
I want to go to your party.
We're trying to schedule
I don't want to go to your party.
We're trying to schedule something with somebody, and they'll throw in a volley of, how about Thursday at 2?
He thought he was so funny.
He was funny.
Not funny.
He is funny. You were grumpy. And so
I was asleep.
At 9 o'clock at night?
10 o'clock at night.
It wasn't yet 10 when it started.
It was 9:54 when it started.
9:44. It wasn't even 10 o'clock at night. You were not sleeping. Okay. So if you can't make an appointment with somebody, rather than say, yeah, I can't make that, what else you got? Throw back an option to them because you're wasting time.
Jump on the guy's other side of the fence and sit there.
Because it was a very good example for
say,
right here. Of
hey, this is Joe. Why don't you identify yourself in the first text ever?
Okay. Sometimes we think you already know who it is.
And when I say I don't, and then you say it'll be the last time.
No, he was being, you know his personality, yeah. Okay.
How else do you think I'm wasting time?
How do I think that you're wasting time?
What could I possibly be doing?
I think that
better. You a little verklempt?
I am a little bit verklempt because it was a very good example. He just didn't allow me to use it as a very good example.
Don't want to go to your party.
How about you can say, no, I'm not available for the party.
I think I said it loud and clear.
Yeah, it took 6 messages. But how about this one? We being too available. I think sometimes we're always worried that, okay, we don't want to pull out our calendar. We don't want to have the meeting with the person we don't want to meet with. But sometimes even being too available, you're stopping what you're doing to allow other people to interrupt you constantly. You're wasting time.
I do that.
I know.
Yeah, you're like, Eric, can you do this? And
Not
I'm like,
me.
Yeah, oh,
Not
yes,
me.
absolutely you. You're the only one who gets my total availability. You're like, Eric, I need you to do this, and I stop that. And then you say, you give me 3 of them, and you say, I didn't mean do it now.
No, that's true. Don't stop what you're doing. Finish what you're doing because you're wasting time. Here's the other one. No system for capturing ideas and what to do and phone numbers. It's just kind of willy-nilly and it's all over the place.
Speak into the microphone.
Don't do that to me.
No? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Siri.
Yeah. So now you've spoken into the microphone, you've got this idea, and now what? Now it's in there. But then you just dismiss it. There's no system for going, okay, now this is when I need to do that. Now this is when I need to take care of all those Post-it notes that are on my desk. You do?
I do.
What is your system?
When you say something that we need to do, I put it in my notepad.
And do you do it? Do you ever look at the notepad?
Of course I do. I know I do.
No. I know you look at the notepad to put the thing on.
No, you know that I follow through as well.
All right. How about this? Having the same fights over and over again.
That's just good radio.
Sometimes you just need to move on.
Sometimes you do too. How about this? Why is this on the list? Eating junk food?
Well,
because that's not wasting time.
No, because if you're on a sugar rush or a caffeine high, you will come down. And so rather than have the sugar and the caffeine to spike you up, having a healthy diet keeps you going all day long.
All right.
So you don't have that sluggishness that equates to time wasting later
You're a
on.
Slug lord.
Okay, all right. So here's one that I do have a this is probably my time waster.
You have a time waster?
Just because you get an invite doesn't mean you have to go.
Oh yeah, the inability to say no.
Yeah, I have. I'm working on that one.
Sure you are.
I'm working. I am ish.
What exactly are you doing? What are the steps? Do you have a list?
I don't actually. I haven't done anything.
Ain't working on it at all.
That's
but
true.
They're good words to say. Busted.
All right. How about
this? Is me.
Which one?
Always trying to impress people.
Who are you trying to impress?
Anybody and everybody, because look at me. Ain't much impressive here, so I got to work extra.
Yeah, what do you do for that?
Well,
We're listening. We're listening. What are you doing?
I don't have a list either. Busted. I got nothing.
Or how about this? Putting temporary solutions, just kind of putting a Band-Aid on it or a quick fix and not actually solving the real issue, dealing with the bubbles that kind of bubble up, but they bubble up time and time again.
Well, I'm waiting for the right time. It's got to be temporary solution. What is it? A good problem. A good solution today is better than a perfect solution tomorrow.
Putting it off until somebody else notices that I didn't do it.
Which is usually you.
That I put it off?
No.
I usually notice when you didn't do it.
Yeah.
How about this? Making piles.
Those are necessary.
Necessary piles.
I think piles everywhere.
Yeah. And I think that there are some people that is their system. You've gone into somebody's office where there's stacks all over the office. Now, the thing is, they're so proud of their stacks because they know exactly where everything is. Yeah. But then it's not, you can't, it's all about you. You can't ever delegate. You can't ever outsource. You can't ever bring somebody in to help you because your system isn't duplicatable. Nobody else can follow the system. And if you are the only one that knows which drawer, which pile, and it's about 2/3 of the way down and it's the one sticking out.
I mean, that's a detailed solution right there.
Only for you. And so you need, come up with something that is, when you think about how far down you have to.
I know what I'll do. I will send you an email that in this pile, 13 pages down, is exactly what you're looking for when you want.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You don't know that.
You don't know that I don't know
I do know. I do know that you don't know that. I do know there are some things.
In this drawer is where I shoved that pile.
Yeah. Do you remember how you would clean off your desk before? Yeah. And then you would never, ever go back into that box, ever. You can just throw it away.
I still have boxes.
I know you do. Throw them away. If you have boxes of
I'm cleaning up today.
Belongings
I'm turning over a new box
in your garage or in a closet that you haven't opened. Here's the thing: is when you've lived without it, but as soon as you open up the box and you're like, "Ooh, this cord!
I need that cord.
You didn't know you need it.
You never know when you're going to need that cord.
Yeah, you haven't needed it for 2 years. You haven't needed it for 2 years. How about your smartphone addiction?
I don't have an addiction.
You don't?
No. I've got a utilitarian license.
What is that?
It's not. What?
They're like fancy words to say, yes, busted.
No.
All right. Now, okay, so people think of the smartphone because there are a lot of fun, useful ways to use your phone. Of course, we just learned about OneNote from, what are you?
You said fun.
I know, it is fun.
Yeah.
My phone is fun.
Who has the addiction?
Fun.
Who's the one who takes the pictures everywhere, tags everything, goes everywhere, checks in everywhere?
That's business.
Oh.
That's business. But, it's business. See how we justify.
Right.
We all justify our own time wasters, right? Because they help us to move on and get our job done. And, we think that they're just not a big deal because, it's just a little bit of time. But if you waste a little bit of time every hour, remember we talked about get stuff done Mondays.
I do, and
you remember
Tuesdays.
the 18-minute plan.
Yeah.
Your 18 minutes, 5 minutes in the morning to plan your day before you've opened up your email and started responding. These are the things that I really need to get done today.
Right.
We're getting stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Every hour, taking a minute to refocus. Did I just do in this last hour something to move me towards all my productivity? So once an hour, and it's not checking your smartphone, playing your little video game, or doing your social media update. It's
you're wasting time.
Be productive.
Be productive.
Just be productive.
Thank you for
do
that.
what you say you do.
And back it up. It's second of the month. Back it up. Back it up by C-Square Computer Consulting. Always there for you in case you need some help in your technology as well. Folks, we've got to take a quick top of the hour station ID. But when we come back, a whole nother hour of positive business talk. In the meantime, grab yourself a cup of coffee and give somebody a 20-second kiss because kindness is so simple.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
Join business owners and leaders from across the Front Range for an incredible leadership event featuring John Maxwell, Linda Kaplan-Taylor, and Tim Sanders as they share valuable lessons in leadership. Network with other leaders during this half-day simulcast on Friday, October 10th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton. L2 Learn Lead is here. The event is perfect for people who are busy running a business, family, or organization and are looking to become more effective. Leadership isn't just for those who have a team working for them, it's for you. The first 100 people to register on Eventbrite get tickets for only $69. That's Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Join us Friday, October 10th at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton.
Get auto theft off your street. Stopping it takes the whole community. Call 911 or a non-emergency line to report suspicious activity. Learn more at lockdownyourcar.org. Brought to you by Coloradans Against Auto Theft, the Colorado Broadcasters Association, and this station.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster. The first Ebola patient diagnosed in the United States, Thomas Duncan, may have come in contact with as many as 80 people. The Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky is in Dallas.
He flies from Liberia to Brussels on Belgium Air, has a 7-hour layover, then gets on a United flight 951 to Dulles, has a 3-hour layover there, and then boards another United flight 822 to Dallas. He comes into contact with family members in Texas, 5 kids who go to 4 different schools, ER staff at the hospital, and 3 first responders, the crew on the ambulance.
Retired Secret Service veteran Joe Clancy being named the interim Secret Service director as the Obama administration works to find a permanent one. This after Julia Pearson submits her resignation to Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson after a series of serious security breaches. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
I'm Lex Friedman. I run my own business, so I know from experience, hiring new employees can be tough. Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 50-plus job sites, including Craigslist, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 200,000 businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. One more time, to try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
You've been listening to the Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. It's time for your quite interesting fact that will make your jaw drop. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. The modern British Army has more horses than tanks.
Aw.
Bear.
Well, you don't need as many tanks. Like one tank is like good for 20 horses. So, okay.
One tank is good for 20 horses?
I don't know, isn't it? I mean, I think it's just going to barrel through. You don't, think about how many horses you would need in a fight, in a war, in a situation.
How do you think you fight with horses? Do you throw them at the enemy?
You riders.
Oh, you ride on horses.
Right. And so, but a tank, you just kind of barrel in, and it's got the the gun and
You don't
the
even have to
artillery.
barrel in.
and-
The artillery goes for
Right.
miles.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That makes
One
sense.
tank is way better than horses.
But you don't need as many tanks as the horses.
Well,
What did you are you like a Mr. Ed fan, or like do you wish you were you the voice? You wanted to be the voice of Mr. Ed, didn't you?
you recognize Mr. Ed.
Wasn't that who you were?
That is exactly who it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And you recognize it, so I must be very good at the voice. Wilbur. Yeah.
Day job.
Don't. All right. I like working here. It's nice. So now we're gonna
It's nice.
we're gonna go from the modern British Army to the modern United States Army. You ready? Because we love the Army. We love everything that they stand for and what they're doing. You can join the United States Army at 17 years old. Did you know that?
Did you?
No, I did not join.
Mm.
I did know that.
Mm.
Yeah, you can join the U.S. Army at 17. However, in order to play the video game Call of Duty, you must be 18 years old.
Can you join any other armed forces at the age of 17?
Now you're asking questions that go beyond the scope
Sorry.
of the
Yeah,
thing.
right. The quite interesting
Right.
facts. I'm just supposed to take the
I'm not supposed to
veracity.
quit my job
of
because I
them.
don't know the answer to the question that
'Cause he
you haven't
doesn't. He
asked
doesn't.
yet. And
You
when you
never-
ask them, no one knows that. No one knows that.
People know the answers to the questions I ask. You don't. You don't. In fact, we had a conversation the other day about somebody asking questions, and everybody asks questions, but most of the time you can answer it. It's when you can't answer the question that you have the challenge.
Why can't we just stick to the text?
All right,
you
fine.
can join the.
You talk.
But this is the point. You can join. You can shoot an M16. You can fly big planes that are millions of dollars. You can drive tanks or horses at 17 years old. But you got to be 18 years old to pretend to do all those things on a video game.
You sound upset about that.
No, I just think it's a ridiculous statistic. It's true.
So which do you want to see change? That you can't actually be in the army until you're 18, or do you want them to play the game when they're 17?
Not suggesting that anything changes.
But you weren't happy with the answer there.
I just think it's ridiculous.
Okay, so which part is the ridiculous?
The fact that I brought it up.
It is, yeah. The fact that you brought anything up is often ridiculous.
1,339 quite interesting facts to make your jaw drop. Brought to you by John Lloyd, John Mitchison, James Harkin. You can find the veracity of all my facts without all the answers to Angel's questions at QI.com.
All right. And you want to sign up for IMX Pilates Unique Fitness System. My goodness, I'll
Say
try
that
that again. IMX Pilates
Yep.
Unique Fitness System that combines strength and cardio training, yoga, ballet bar, indoor cycling, and personal training. Pilates classes and personal training programs customized for athletes, back wellness, if you're having any back issues
Right.
or posture issues.
Yep.
Pilates is the way to go. IMX Pilates in the town center in Highlands Ranch, 9358 Dorchester Street. Give them a call at 303-790-7886, 303-790-7886. Tell them Experience Pro sent you so you could stand up straighter.
I like it. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk where everybody paddles. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity, now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at mediprosolutions.com.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
If you have an old car that spews out stinky exhaust smoke, donate it to the Clear the Air Foundation. Learn more at cleartheairfoundation.org. Sponsored by the Colorado Automobile Dealers Association and aired in cooperation with the Colorado Broadcasters Association and the station.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do appreciate you for tuning in. This, the most positive business talk show in America. And, in the words of the great philosopher Rodney King, can't we all just get along?
Well, you take an organization, your business, whether it's a nonprofit, and you put people into it, and all of a sudden you've got some issues because we all think differently. We all come from a different background. So wouldn't you love to have a blueprint for creating a unified team? I think that's what we're all looking for everybody to work together. Well, there's a brand new book called Everybody Paddles. It's a leader's blueprint for creating a unified team. Charles Archer, the author, believes that everyone must paddle to make sure the boat doesn't sink. And in this case, the boat is your organization, whether it's a business or a nonprofit. And he is going to teach us 6 principles that build teamwork and camaraderie. Charles, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, Colorado.
Thank you so much.
Very nice to have you on this broadcast. And Charles, you use the metaphor of paddling a boat to explain business. And the old saying, there's no I in team. However, we know that together everyone achieves more. Why did you choose a boat?
In 2007, during a period of transition, I had worked for the organization from its inception when we co-founded EDC Spin. And then I left in 2001 to practice law for a few years. So came back in 2007 and had to give a speech to the management team about the need for all of us to be in unison with each other. And the concept of whitewater rafting and the whole recreational activity was something that I had actually experienced during that time. And the idea of going from point A to point B in a raft with people, you instantly get into this position of we have to work together.
Sure.
Everybody has to move at the same time, in the same direction, towards the same goal. And just in that moment of whitewater rafting, it definitely came to me that if I can take this type of energy and definitely infuse it into business, there's a blueprint and a model that can definitely make things happen for companies.
Well, that just means you're crazy, and you got to find 6 other people who are crazy to go the same direction. Most businesses don't have life or death in the balance, but I am interested in hearing some of the tips that you've got for us.
I think, when we look at life or death, we look at the survival of companies. We look at the survival of life, and the engine that is employment is really something that, if I, as the leader, Principle 3 in Everybody Paddles talks about the captain steers the boat and the paddlers paddle. And just in that concept, if I am not steering the boat, there are paddlers who might not be able to do the things they need to do in their life. So the equation of life to death might be the extreme, but survival in the sense of people need their jobs, people want to be led, leaders need to lead, but we also need those paddlers to definitely work together. And that principle is really all about leadership and management, followers and leaders. And then when you couple that with the idea that Principle 6 is every crew member matters. It actually is probably my favorite principle in the sense that, as leaders, as executives, you might find companies where the culture is, I'm the most important person. For us at EDC Spin, and what I really believe is that this boat that is our organization really requires the leader and the follower. And my role is not more important than theirs. So kind of making sure that we message that your contribution is a part of the whole and we want it. Please tell us about it. Please share it with us. It's kind of 2 of the principles I think that definitely resonate about what every company, for-profit or not-for-profit, is looking for.
Charles, do you think it's easier to, when you bring on new people, to get the new hires on board with like, this is what we're doing and we're all a part of the team? Or is it easier to work with the existing people that have been there and kind of shift their thought process?
I'm working with a membership association right now, and they're kind of going through that collectively as executives. And this group of executives, the discussion is that in order to affect change, do you need to clean the whole slate, or do you need to properly plant change agents that can help you through the process? It's a really interesting conversation. I believe that you kind of, in some ways, need to have the combination of it all, because there has to be a moment where people who are unproductive and don't add value and are uncooperative, they have to understand that this environment requires that you're not that. So they might need to go and find new opportunities, but at the same time, you have some people that just need a little bit of nudging. And you can definitely bring them to the positive side of consensus and mission focus. And I think you don't want to ignore that possibility. But the balance of the 2 definitely does make a difference in not-for-profits, and that's what this membership association and I are working on.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you can get everybody together, and I think we're all, if we're in, whether we're leading a nonprofit or a for-profit company, we're looking for principles to build teamwork and unity in the office.
Absolutely.
We know we all need to be going in the same direction. The book is Everybody Paddles by Charles Archer. Where would you like us to pick up a copy?
At Amazon.com, on Barnes & Nobles, in the store and online, at all the Hudson newsstands, in airports throughout the country, trophy newsstands in airports throughout the country, and check your local bookstore. We've really done a fantastic job in outreaching to the nation, but also we have some global partners that the book is going to be available internationally. So There's a lot of places you can get the book, and you could always come and visit everybodypaddles.com and join the movement with us at that site.
I love it. Charles Archer, thank you for joining us. The book, Everybody Paddles, wherever books are sold. Make sure you check your local bookstore first. Do business with your local business. We will be back right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out extremerelationshipmanagement.com for their next event. extremerelationshipmanagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Back it up. Back it up. C-Squared Computer Consulting wants to remind you to back up your data on the 2nd of every month. Don't put off calling C-Squared Computer Consulting until it's an emergency. Call 303-933-1113 today to set up auto checks, backups, and a lot more. Hire C-Squared to be your IT department. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113. Online, find them at c2cc.net. Back it up.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark, today at noon on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Are you having a good time? Hope so.
Well, are you feeling a little stressed out? Maybe just a little.
Some people do.
You know, I think we all have stresses in our life every single day. According to medical practitioners, they say that up to 75% of the patients they treat have real symptoms, but that they are not caused by a disease.
I agree with that. I think that is very, very true.
Well, I haven't said what has caused it yet. How do you know?
Well, it's not
you've gotta
caused by a
listen to the whole-
disease. No,
gotta
no,
listen
I'm
to the rest
agreeing
of
with
the
what you're
sentence.
saying so far.
All right. They're actually caused by stress. By stress. And so how do we manage the stresses in our life? Because they're not going to go away. Traffic isn't going away. The time crunch, the pressure, the people, technology.
I am not going away. How do you
I will
manage
continue
that?
to have stress in my life. Well, all right. So one of the things we get to do is we have to keep up with the warning signs, our internal warning signs. According to Dr. Jack Singer, he says your self-talk will either keep you well or make you sick. Negative, pessimistic messages that you allow to pass through your mind immediately leads to muscle tightening throughout your body. And the tightening is accompanied by rapid breathing, often high blood pressure. And so can you catch yourself in these moments and to stop, just take a few deep breaths, release your fists, because a lot of times you'll even tighten up your fists.
Absolutely.
Release, relax. Those 3 deep breaths, those are key. There's a critical. There's a reason we take not just 1, not just 2, but 3
Deep cleansing breaths. Can I just interrupt this moment to piggyback on this? Our good friend Cheryl Chasen over at BizCard Express in Centennial gave me such encouragement. You know, I've had kind of an interesting week, and a stressful week would be,
and induced by a real actual
a bad thing happened.
Challenge. Eric deleted some work that we did.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, and the stress that came out is probably was a catalyst for actually making sure that it got fixed pretty quickly and seeking out a remedy. Because
absolutely. And now we have to give a nod to Donna Galassi and Blue Zenith Web Design, who is amazing at what she does. BlueZenith.com.
I think she breathes regularly.
She does, but she truly walks on water. But I want to give a shout out to Cheryl, because she announced a new app. I never heard of this app, but it's called Windstreak, and you can find it for the iPhone or your other platform. But here's the cool thing. You just write down what today's wins are. For instance, one of today's wins for Cheryl yesterday was that she encouraged me. And I'm surrounded by Angel, who encouraged me, and all the people around me actually were very encouraging. But that would be under one of her wins. And then for me, one of my wins was I got to be in Cheryl's presence, and she really did encourage me. So recording the positive instead of
recording on the negative. And we do. And a lot of times, you know, we'll dump our negativity onto somebody else. We're having a rough day, we're having a little bit of stress, and we pour that onto other people. And so when somebody else is pouring that negativity on to you, you just have to know that's their circus. Those are their monkeys. Give yourself positive affirmations each day. This win streak is reminding you of the positive things that are happening to you all day long. You are at work on time. Your alarm went off.
I'm valuable. I add to the team. I add to the conversation. I have a place at this table. Yeah, all those things.
I actually subscribe to Dr. Shad Helmstedter's What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, and I have his affirmations.
He's a smart guy.
In my phone, and I have some of them written on my medicine cabinet in my bedroom. But just saying it every day, that you matter, what you do matters, because there's a lot of people that are going to try and knock you down a peg and try to convince you because of their negativity that you don't make a difference. And it's really sad. Choose to make optimistic interpretations of events in your life. And so interpreting something in a positive way, because get it, there's bad things that are happening, and there's challenges, and somebody might say something and it might set you off. But if you actually have an optimistic interpretation, like, they're having a bad day, they just need a little lifting up, they need some encouragement. It isn't about me, you know, that their negativity I don't have to wear that coat, but to interpret things even optimistically.
I might have broken my phone screen, but I'm getting a new phone.
Well, there you go.
I didn't,
there you go.
But you know what I mean.
No, and so while we did have a challenge with deleting something, really in the big picture, if we were going to ever have that happen, that was the best time for it to happen.
Absolutely.
And since it was so easy for it to happen, And now we know that.
It will never, ever, ever.
But it could have happened much later in the process, and it would have been.
You are correct.
It would have been way worse.
Hands are loose. I'm not sweating. Everything is good.
Setting realistic goals, having a vision for where you're going and what you're achieving helps eliminate some of those distractions that come along your day.
Absolutely. If you can plan ahead, brilliant.
Absolutely. Then you're not running around just putting out fires and responding to other people's challenges.
First thing, before you read this next one, I want to scooch closer to you.
I'm going to say, stay close to positive people and positive influences. Surround yourself with positive people. And we try to. It's not fail-safe. But, we don't play in the negativity club.
Right.
And there are members of the club. They're just grumpy. They're just negative. They're just pessimistic. And we don't play. We don't play well with them.
I certainly would hope not.
Find positive, optimistic, non-judgmental people that will lift you up. They will encourage you. They will reinforce the goodness that you do every single day. They make you feel good to be around them. And here's how kind of when we started, how when we get stressed, our muscles tighten and our breath gets a little shallow. And so you get the phone call from them. You even see their name on your phone or the email comes up. Like you can feel the tension. Yeah. So those are less of those, more of positive people.
I love it.
Find healthy ways to diffuse the frustration and anger, because you are going to need to vent.
Yeah.
You're going to need to express that negative energy onto something.
And, and I should say, healthy ways don't always happen at the bottom of a bottle, folks. Healthy ways don't always happen at yelling at the people that you love. And so I completely agree with this. And sometimes you just need to go out for a little walk, breathe.
Physical exercise
really
on
helpful.
A regular basis. We always talk about the benefits of it for toning your muscles and cardiovascular and heart health, stress health. And I have seen this, and we've talked about this repeatedly. We go to Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe at the end of the workday.
Helps so much.
Stress reliever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So working out, dance lessons, volunteering, giving back, being a part of something bigger than you, even going out and screaming at a Bronco game and cheering them on.
Find a way to surround yourself with fun and laughter. Those are the things that release the endorphins that are going to help reduce the stress that's out there.
They say that kids laugh more than 100 times a day.
Every kid laughs when I walk by.
And the average adult laughs about 15 times a day. I actually think that's probably high.
Think about get it together.
So here's what you can do. All right. In the privacy of your car or in your office.
Pros radio show.
But if you're feeling it, you can actually belt out a belly laugh. For no reason.
Just for no reason.
Just for no reason. You can be in your car and start laughing. Okay.
I don't think that works.
Well, actually,
God, I feel good.
People don't stop laughing and having fun because they get old. They get old because they stop laughing and having fun. You can laugh at any minute of any day, and you will add life and years to your life.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30
to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit rivierafinance.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Gain your own insight into the leading cause of divorce, money. Pick up your copy of Couples Money at couplesmoney.com and discover you're not alone in your financial struggles. Couples Money is written by a married couple in the financial industry, Chris and Marlo Felton. They share their personal story of financial transformation and insights they've gained from working with thousands of couples. Couples Money, what every couple should know about money and relationships, is available at Amazon or at couplesmoney.com. Get on the same page with your spouse with easy-to-follow concepts and action steps proven to work. Couples Money at couplesmoney.com.
Did you know that each and every day, 21 United States veterans commit suicide? Last year, active duty suicides surpassed the number of combat deaths. When soldiers come home, it is a huge adjustment, and they're often plagued with disabilities, such as immobility, PTSD, or a traumatic brain injury. You can help by donating to Freedom Service Dogs. This nonprofit rescues dogs from local shelters and trains them to become service dogs for these heroes. Help give back to those who have given so much. Donate now at freedomservicedogs.org.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark is coming up at noon on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show, where we know more about red wine than Lady Gaga, almost guaranteed. And if we don't, we know somebody who does.
Well, if we don't, the World Wine Guys do. Mark DeSimone and Jeff Jensen, the World Wine Guys, they are actually all over the world. They just brought out a brand new book called, now where did it go?
Wines of California.
Wines of California. Actually, we just got it in the studio yesterday. It's the most beautiful, stunning book that I've ever received. The duo regularly hosts wine tastings and educational seminars around the world and on luxury cruise ships, and you can follow them, World Wine Guys. Mark, welcome to the show.
That's Mike. Mike, welcome.
Oh, sorry.
Mike, hey.
Mike,
Hey,
sorry,
how are
Mike.
ya?
And Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. How you doing?
We're doing fantastic, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. Mike, let me start my questions with you. And even before I get to the question, perhaps I can read one of the reviews that was written on Amazon. 5 stars. You could take me to any California wine valley now. Obviously, these guys know their wines. The book covers much more than just Napa and Sonoma, and we all know there are some incredible wines throughout the great state of California. Is it true, Mike, that that you love your job?
I couldn't have a job that I love more than
Right?
the job I have. Traveling around the world, drinking wine, and meeting great people is the most amazing thing you can do for a living.
So what made you decide to record this in a book? And folks, we're not just talking about a book. You've got to see the edges of the pages on this book. What made you decide to go this direction and record it in a book?
No one's written a major book about California since 1996. And we decided, having traveled out to California a lot, that there really is there's a need to gather it all in one place. And once we started, we said, besides the obvious places, Napa and Sonoma, we really want to let people know all about the wonderful wines from all over the state, from top to bottom, from Mendocino all the way down to Temecula.
Well, and it's a beautiful book, and we think of you as the World Wine Guys, and so love it. in the world, you actually have a book about the California wines. Now, Jeff, how long does it take to research and do all of this and create a book about the California wines?
You know, this book took us about 3 years of research to get all the historical facts and everything down. And then we saved the tasting of the most recent releases, you know, and our tasting notes pretty much were saved to last. So the book is really up to date. And, you know, so for people who buy this book, it's the current releases that you're going to be drinking in the Cabernet Sauvignons and the Zinfandels and the wines. But we also wanted to make sure that, you know, 2 years ago, the winemaker might have been somebody, and then they may have changed. So we really wanted to make sure that we kept it up to date. So I'm going to say from start to finish to us holding it in our hand has been about 3 years. So it's a labor of love. It really is.
Well, absolutely, and I love the word research. You know, that would, God, not jealous, not at all. Mike, there's another Mike involved in your book. This one is Michael Mondavi. He wrote the foreword for your book. Man, I'll bet you he was excited to work with you on this project as well. Yes.
Yeah, you know, he really was. And Michael Mondavi is the son of Robert Mondavi. And, you know, Robert Mondavi is one of the people who's really credited with the California wine revolution and bringing quality wine to California. Actually, he was the one who first said, let's put the name of the grape on the wine bottle. He was the first person to say, let's call this Chardonnay, let's call this Cabernet Sauvignon. Before that, they were, you know, in California, they were just using European regions like Chablis and Burgundy, which those wines weren't really from there at all. But Michael Mondavi, we were very honored that he agreed to write the foreword for us. And you know, he even said, and I believe he says it in his foreword, that there were things, even though he grew up in the wine industry, there were things in there that he forgot, and that he was really, really very happy that we really hit on so many different things about the history of California wine.
Stuff, he even said stuff that he had forgotten.
Wow.
So, you know, it was kind of, you know, we're New Yorkers, and what ends up happening is people say, hey, you know, you guys live in New York. What do you know about California wine?
Oh, come on now.
We know that we were there for quite a long time, lived there to do the research. But also, too, you know, when you're involved in something, you might not be able to see the forest through the trees.
Sure.
So, you know, the Californians are great people, but they may not have been able to kind of pull themselves out of it to see the true story.
I love it.
So, you know, we really try to be as accurate as possible, and I think I think we were, so I'm happy about that.
Now, Jeff, I think that when we think about wine, most of us are not connoisseurs of wine. You know, we've tried one. We might try, you know, we drink Chardonnay or we drink Merlot, and we really don't open up our palates to anything else, because we go into a restaurant and you're looking at the wine list and it's pretty overwhelming. And so when we're reading your book, do you find that it dissuades like some of the normal behaviors we've had in choosing wine before?
Yeah, you know what? One of the things that we really tried to accomplish in writing this book is we want it to be for everybody. We want it to be from the novice in the world of wine to the wine geek. I mean, there's stuff in there that would make a wine geek happy. There's a lot of stuff that would make a novice happy. And in the introduction, we go over each grape variety specifically to tell somebody, you know, what to expect from a Malbec, a Grenache, a Cabernet Franc, the different taste profiles. So, you know, a novice can take that and learn about that. And then you walk into a restaurant and you say, hey, they have a Grenache on the wine list. I'm going to try that because I know that a Grenache, you know, is like one of the most widely, you know, grown red grapes on the planet. And it's got, you know, real nice flavors, including like raspberry, strawberry, honeysuckle, you know, those type of flavors that are commonly associated with Grenache, as opposed to a Cabernet Sauvignon, which has more blackberry, more black plum, you know, more graphite, so that kind of thing. So it's a way for you to learn a little bit about wine in a really easy, non-threatening way.
You know, and I love that. Mike, maybe a final question for us here. First of all, what's next for the World Wine Guys? And follow up, do you need a professional research assistant?
Sure.
We do have professional research assistants with us all over the world. So we would love to get together and drink wine with you both at any time. But we're continuing our work at Wine Enthusiast Magazine, where we're the entertaining and lifestyle editors. And we're also, there's no ink to paper yet, but we are at work on a cookbook and also on another wine book.
And just so you know, we're coming to Colorado next week. We're going to be up in Telluride, and we're going to go visit a couple wineries, Sutcliffe wineries,
in the Cortez area.
So we're looking to expand our knowledge about wonderful wines all across the U.S. And you guys are making some super wines.
We are
out there in Colorado.
We actually do. We have some pretty amazing vineyards here in Colorado. People don't think of it. And so love that you guys are coming here. Be sure to connect with us while you are in town. Would you?
We'd love to. That would be great. Thanks so much.
All right. That's Mike Mike DeSimone and Jeff Jessen. And folks, get the copy of the book, California Wines.
Wines of California. And we looked it up on Amazon. The cover doesn't look nearly as beautiful as the book does in your hands.
And the cover looks beautiful.
It's even better in person.
Absolutely. Guys,
thank you. Thanks.
Thank you as well, folks. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Join business owners and leaders from across the Front Range for an incredible leadership event featuring John Maxwell, Linda Kaplan-Taylor, and Tim Sanders as they share valuable lessons in leadership. Network with other leaders during this half-day simulcast on Friday, October 10th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton. L2 Learn Lead is here. The event is perfect for people who are busy running a business, family, or organization and are looking to become more effective. Leadership isn't just for those who have a team working for them. It's for you. The first 100 people to register on Eventbrite get tickets for only $69. That's Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Join us Friday, October 10th at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Hi, Bill McCormick here to thank you for making the Crawford Stand part of your day, and to let you know that now you can hear the stand on demand. Just go online to www.crawfordbroadcasting.com. Click on the stand button and look for the title of the commentary you want. You can then click on it to read, print, listen, or download as an MP3. This new service is for commentaries broadcast since the beginning of this year, and they're right there on the stand page at www.crawfordbroadcasting.com. The Crawford Stand is a public affairs presentation for God and Country.
John Rush, today at 2 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you back. This is the wrap-up segment.
The wrap-up segment?
Yeah, this is final segment.
You gonna start rapping? Please don't. No, never mind. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Yo.
Oh, no, you did not.
It's just you asked.
I did not ask for that.
All right.
Just to be clear.
No, the wrap-up segment. This is the final segment of the show. This is where we get to wrap everything up, put a big bow on it, send you off on your day with a smile.
Well, that sounds like you're giving somebody a gift.
It is a gift.
I know. So do I have a present coming?
You do.
Yay.
Right?
I love that. Well, we have a gift for you, and it is our calendar.
Yes.
Meetup.com. We use Meetup because it's a great tool it's great Google food. Your brand, when you sign up for meetup groups, you align up with the events and the type of networking groups you want to play with. Your profile is Google food. And so making sure you maximize the use of your profile with your business name, a professional headshot, a great picture, and a great description of who you are and in your business, because where you go, your brand follows. One of the things that when people sign up for Meetup, they say, oh my gosh, I get way too many emails.
Listen carefully
from
now.
Meetup. And here's the thing is, you have complete control over the notifications that you receive.
It's under the settings button.
From Meetup. I don't get any notifications from Meetup. I don't recommend swinging the pendulum all the way that way. But for me, I go into Meetup. I look at the calendar. I'm adding things. And that's a behavior that I've taught myself to do.
Absolutely.
Most people need the Meetup to remind them or send out new notices and
Get the
announcements.
once-a-week digest.
The once-a-week digest is brilliant.
Yeah.
It puts all of your meetups in one easy-to-read email, one time, 1 week, easy peasy, done. So go ahead and change your Meetup settings if you think you're getting too much or perhaps even not enough notifications from Meetup.
Here's the Meetup that you really want to have, though, and that's meetup.com/experience pros, because underneath that Meetup, it's a calendar, right? And underneath that calendar, all the events, not just the ones that we formally host, but the ones that all of our members host. There's over 20 events a month for small businesses all across America, and I strongly encourage you to check it out.
I do. And here's the thing. You want to get involved, right? And you want to know what else is going on. We always want people to come to our stuff and know about us and what we are doing. So when you sign up for the Meetup group, you're going to get involved with everybody else that's involved with the Experience Pros Network. You can find all of their events under the calendar tab.
Calendar.
We posted under the calendar tab, so it's a monthly glance at glance of the entire month where you can see all the different events to choose from. We're not sending out notifications and emails and bombarding your inbox with all of the events that are going on. So you do have to train your behavior a little bit. But when you sign up for the Meetup group, it says, I want to get involved. I want to pay attention. I want to participate. I want to get to know who else is doing good stuff in the community. And when you look at our calendar for the month of October,
buckle up.
There are tons. Today, the Connecting Experts is hosting a vendor event at the PPA Event Center.
Oh, that's a great place right next to the stadium.
Next to the Mile High Stadium from 4 to 7 p.m. I think she has 60 vendors. We're going to be doing a ribbon cutting for the Extreme Customer Service Directory.
Right.
Lots of fun things going on today from 4 to 7 p.m. The PPA Event Center. Come and meet probably 100 people in business.
And of course, tomorrow's Fan Bragging Friday. It's also on the calendar, and you want to make sure that you remember that every single week we offer the opportunity to say something nice about somebody in business. And when you do, we'll say something nice about your business too. You can literally get tens of thousands of dollars of free advertising for a toll-free phone number.
On Monday, Perfect Cloud Solutions is hosting a business golf tournament. You can sign up at businesslinksgolf.com. businesslinkstournament.com.
Right.
It's $125 to play. It's a 9 a.m. shotgun start. We're going to be broadcasting off of the 18th hole, doing some fun stuff on Monday, October 6th. But the entire next week has 10 different events to choose from.
Lots and lots of good stuff.
So whether you're into, I know there's a couple of events by Dr. Jim and Ruth Sharon, infusing your relationship with soul.
Love that.
They've got the Whole Man Network event going on. Major Moms doing an organizing workshop. OSHA, you can learn about OSHA rules and regulation.
And you need to.
You too. The L2 Learn Lead simulcast, John Maxwell's event, is going on Friday, October 10th. It's all on the calendar, all under one place. Sign up and be in the know today.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to wrap up the show with this final conversation about an article. We're the positive folks in business, and we very usually get very usually is the wrong word.
Very usually.
Yeah.
Have you had too much coffee today?
No, I have not. And that's the point.
What do you mean that's the point?
So pay attention here, because you know something? There's an article that a guy wrote in Inc.com, and he's wrong.
I don't think that you're embracing the culture
The
of positive
title?
business talk.
No, I'm positive he's wrong. Dave Kirpin wrote an article, says 7 reasons you should consider quitting coffee today.
Quitting coffee?
What?
Yeah, are you freaking out a little bit?
I'm not freaking out. I went and read the article because, when you see a train wreck, you have to look. And I did.
Now, wait a minute.
What?
When you look at the reasons to, many people have thought, I'm going to quit coffee. I'm going to, I don't need the caffeine. I don't need to spend, there's a lot of reasons.
Coffee's good for you.
There are some health
says.
benefits, and in certain, moderation. In moderation, but he says caffeine stimulates the flow of stress hormones.
No, Dave Kirpin, your article stimulates the flow of stress hormones.
Do you feel an increased level of anxiety?
Only because I read this article.
Are you a little irritable?
No, give me some coffee.
Insomnia?
I need some coffee. No, insomnia is a separate issue. We don't talk about that.
Oh, we don't talk about
We
that?
don't go there.
It's not because of too much caffeine?
No, heck
How about muscular tension?
No, don't have any of that.
This would be a good time if you do suffer from insomnia to let you
I'm
know
loose.
about the grand opening
I'm easy.
of the new sleep store coming at the end of the month.
Insomnia.
Yeah, at Park Meadows Mall. All right, well, caffeine can cause depression and attention disorders, making it difficult to focus.
I have no trouble focusing, and I am not depressed.
You don't ever get a little jittery or anything from it, the coffee
I
jitters?
really don't. I don't drink that much.
They say that actually too much caffeine causes fatigue, making you tired throughout the day and less effective.
Why don't we talk about too little caffeine? Huh, Dave?
All right. Okay. How about this? It dehydrates the body.
Well, you know what? That's what a lot of people say. And the fact of the matter is the Journal of American Medicine came out with an article not long ago, probably 6 or 8 months ago, that says it's true.
Do you ever suffer from indigestion or heartburn?
Un momento, por favor.
Acidity can cause that.
Acidity is a bad thing. We don't want acidity, but you know what?
Coffee.
You know what? The acidity is in everything.
Okay.
So let's go back to that dehydrates for a minute, because the major component of coffee, water. Okay, it's not. Yes, caffeine has a dehydration element to it, but it's not as big and as bad as you think it is, Dave Kirpin.
It is not the same as drinking a glass of water.
It's not the same as drinking a glass of water. We're not saying don't drink glasses of water. I drink coffee and water.
Are you getting enough water?
I am, actually.
I don't think so.
I am.
I think you're getting too much caffeine.
What are you talking about?
I'm just thinking maybe. Caffeine can cause insulin sensitivity, making it more difficult for your body to regulate your blood sugar.
Got none of that.
What about waking up first thing in the morning? You've gone on a fast all night long, and the first thing you do is put in a cup of coffee. And so, what is it? Your adrenal glands are the ones that are kickstarting and cause diabetes later on. Also, caffeine triggers the release of adrenaline,
Did you just become a doctor?
The source of fight or flight. I play one on the radio, which is a very stressful, it's a high stress mode.
Yeah, he says this is great when a bear is chasing you, but not so great when you're responding to email.
Yeah, do you ever
Settle
find
down,
yourself?
Dave, you alarmist.
You settle down, dude.
I'm just saying.
Do you ever find yourself a little agitated when you're like, you get an email in, and you're like, how I want to respond to that? And you're just a little agitated when you're responding to those emails.
His final point on why you should quit coffee today, Dave Kirpin from Inc.com, I disagree, is coffee addiction is expensive. He says at his worst, he was spending $50 a week on coffee alone. Amateur. I'm telling you, no, don't quit coffee. If you love coffee, go for coffee. It's good for you. It's healthy for you. It's going to be good. It's going to be all right. If you've got these other situations, you might want to tone it down. You might want to drink a little more water, but everything is fine. And this is not a caffeine-induced rant. I'm just saying.
Sure it isn't.
It's not.
All evidence to the contrary. How many cups of coffee you had today?
Not enough.
Mm-hmm.
I might switch over to wine now, though.
Oh, yeah. We only drink coffee until it's, late enough in the day to start drinking wine.
On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel and myself, and the cups of coffee that we love every single day here on the Experience Pros Radio Show, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating in this, the revolution in how people treat people in business. Now go out and do something crazy. Give somebody a 20-second kiss. You know what that stands for. Kindness is so simple. Fan Bragging Friday tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experience.com, facebook.com/Experience Pros, and twitter.com/Experience Pros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.